What if I told you that your biggest trading enemy is not the market, but your own brain and its craving for dopamine? Neuroscientists like Dr. Anna Lemke, author of Dopamine Nation, explain that the human brain becomes quickly dependent on fast rewards and constant stimulation. And in trading, every click, every candle, and every sudden spike in profit triggers the same chemical pathway involved in gambling, scrolling, and social media addiction. Suddenly, you are no longer trading the market. You are trading your own emotions. You think you are in control, but dopamine is the one making the decisions. It whispers one more trade. It convinces you that you can win it back. It reinforces chaos, not discipline. At that point, it is no longer trading. It becomes an emotional battle disguised as strategy. Today, we are here to uncover the hidden addiction that destroys traders from the inside and how to break it before it breaks you. In this video, you are going to learn how to retrain your brain to crave discipline instead of dopamine. As Mark Douglas explains in Trading in the Zone, this mental shift is the dividing line between impulsive traders and consistent traders. Because here is the truth. Every blown account, every revenge trade, and every impulsive click starts with the same chemical spark. Dopamine, the silent force pulling the strings behind your trading decisions. And if you do not take control of it, you will stay trapped in the same cycle of winning small, losing big, and wondering why real progress never arrives. When your impulses run the show, you start chasing charts the same way addicts chase emotional highs. Not because you want to win, but because your brain cannot sit still. So if you like this kind of video, please like, subscribe, and turn on notifications. And join the ComLucro community to support the channel and keep improving as a trader. Now I want to start this video by sharing a story that happened to me. I remember one Friday when Bitcoin was surging with explosive momentum, candles were shooting upward, and my pulse jumped as if I had just finished a hard sprint. I told myself one more trade, one more setup, one more chance to catch the move before the weekend, but that one more turned into a downward spiral. Loss, then another, and another. By late evening, I was no longer trading, I was gambling, clicking buttons the same way someone keeps tapping a stubborn elevator button, hoping it will change the outcome. And that night taught me something that books like Thinking Fast and Slow by Daniel Kahneman make very clear. Most traders do not lose because of the market. They lose because of the constant need for stimulation. Checking charts every 30 seconds, feeling anxious when nothing is happening, feeling relief only when a position is open. You think you are chasing profits, but you are actually chasing feelings. That is the hidden addiction no one talks about. The dopamine loop that keeps traders stuck, broke, and mentally exhausted. The more you feed it, the more control it takes from you. But there is a way out. You can rewire your brain to crave discipline the same way it used to crave excitement. Every trader wants consistency. Every trader dreams of freedom. But the real battle is not between you and the market. It is between dopamine and discipline, two forces inside your mind. One seeks excitement, the other seeks control. Every click and every quick win releases dopamine, the brain's chemical of reward. But dopamine does not care about your plan. It does not care about long-term success. It only wants more stimulation. That is why overtrading feels irresistible. That is why revenge trading feels justified. That is why you check charts every minute. You are not addicted to trading. You are addicted to excitement. Dopamine turns trading into an emotional casino where logic dies and impulse takes over. And the cruelest part is that the market sometimes rewards impulsive behavior with small random wins. Exactly like the intermittent reinforcement described in the research of B.F. Skinner, those occasional wins keep you hooked. Discipline is the opposite. It is slow. It is quiet. It is the ability to ignore 90% of all setups without feeling anything. It is the patience to wait while everyone else is skydiving with their accounts. Discipline is not exciting, but it is the path that builds mastery. While dopamine traders chase chaos, disciplined traders chase transformation. The dopamine trader wants excitement. The disciplined trader wants peace. And in trading, peace pays far more than adrenaline ever will. The human brain rewards chaos, not control. Every time you act on impulse, your brain releases dopamine and says, "Good job, do it again." Every time you wait patiently and follow your plan, silence. That is why discipline is so hard. You are fighting your own biology. But as Dr. Andrew Huberman explains in his research on neuroplasticity, dopamine can be rewired. You can train your brain to release dopamine from discipline instead of chaos. When you reward consistency, even with something simple, like saying, "I followed my plan today," your brain begins to shift. Dopamine creates moments. Discipline builds empires. Your charts do not control your emotions. Your emotions control your charts. This is where the rewiring begins, the moment you stop chasing dopamine and start craving discipline. Step 1 is awareness. Change begins the moment you notice yourself. Awareness starts in that split second before you click buy. Ask yourself one question: logic or impulse? If the answer comes from emotion, the outcome is already decided. Research from UCLA on affect labeling shows that naming an emotion reduces its intensity. When you name what you feel, you take back control. Awareness breaks the loop. It is how you stop trading for stimulation and start trading for mastery. Step 2. Replace the reward. This is the mind reprogramming. Most traders celebrate profit, but professionals celebrate discipline. When you say, nice, I made $100, your brain releases dopamine for the money. But when you say, nice, I followed my setup, your brain releases dopamine for control. You are teaching your mind to feel good, not when you win, but when you do the right thing. And as authors like Mark Douglas note, discipline is the real flex. This is how you rewire the reward system. You make consistency feel like victory. Step 3. Delay gratification. Grow the discipline muscle. The most powerful traders are the ones who learn to delay gratification. They backtest before going live. They wait for confirmation. They do not check results until the end of the week. Every act of patience starves the dopamine craving and feeds your consistency. It is not easy. The brain desires stimulation, a pattern well documented in research by Dr. Anna Lembke and Dr. Andrew Huberman. But every time you choose patience over impulse, you are literally reshaping your neural pathways. You are not only building a trading system, you are building emotional resilience. Step 4. Build rituals, not reactions. Routine kills randomness. When you build structure, you eliminate most emotional decision-making before it happens. Fixed trading hours, pre-trade breathing, post-trade journaling, these rituals anchor your mind. When structure replaces emotion, discipline becomes your comfort zone. This is how professionals operate. Their setups are fixed, their emotions are managed. Because trading is not about predicting the market, it is about predicting yourself. Step 5. Fall in love with boring consistency. This is the final transformation. You stop needing excitement and start needing alignment. When others chase volatility, you chase clarity. When others crave adrenaline, you crave peace. You fall in love with the boring, the repetition, the process, the small daily wins no one celebrates. That is where the real growth happens, not in the thrill of the candle, but in the stillness between trades. Every act of discipline compounds, every moment of patience stacks. Every controlled trade rewires your mind for mastery. Crave discipline, not dopamine. Every trader walks the same psychological path, but not everyone reaches the end. This is the evolution of a trader's mind. The newbie trader addicted to action. In the beginning, every trader goes through this phase. The flashing lights, the ticking charts, the constant motion, it feels exciting. It feels alive. And because everything is moving, they confuse movement with progress. Every click feels productive. Every small win feels like mastery. But they are not trading a strategy. They are trading emotion. Revenge trades, oversized positions, constant FOMO. They chase every candle like it is the last bus of the night, but eventually the losses show up, the account dips, and for the first time they realize the battle is not against the market, it is against themselves. That moment is where the real journey begins, the first step from emotion to execution. The intermediate trader comes next. This trader has already tasted both sides of the game, the chaos of impulsiveness and the calm of discipline. They know the cost of acting on emotion and the reward of staying patient. They understand discipline, but they cannot always hold it. Some days they follow the plan with precision, other days the old habits return and emotion takes over again. This stage feels like a tug of war between impulse and patience, and slowly they discover that trading mastery is not a switch you flip, it is a slow rewiring of identity. When they stop measuring success through profit and start measuring it through execution, consistency finally begins to appear. Then we reach the advanced trader. By now, the fight has changed. The advanced trader no longer battles against the market or against their own impulses every day. They have built systems, rituals, and clear boundaries. Every decision is structured. Every risk is intentional. Every outcome, win or loss, is accepted calmly. They move from pure emotional control into emotional awareness, something supported by research from UCLA on affect labeling. They do not chase dopamine anymore, they chase precision, they find satisfaction in structure and stability. Their account grows from consistency, not from excitement. And finally, we arrive at the professional trader. The professional does not chase, they do not hope, they do not force anything. They have moved far beyond the need for excitement. Their dopamine no longer comes from random wins, it comes from perfect execution. Emotionless but not numb, calm but fully present. They find joy in precision, not in chaos. They respect boredom, they honor routine. They understand discipline as one of the highest forms of self-respect. At this level, trading stops being about money. It becomes about mastery. This is the final transformation, the point where you no longer need the market to validate you. Dopamine fuels moments. Discipline builds empires. And when you master discipline, the market no longer determines your future. You do. Every trader knows the moment I am about to describe the heartbeat, the hesitation, the quiet whisper saying, maybe this one will run. Next time your finger hovers over that buy button, pause. Ask yourself, Am I chasing the market or am I executing my plan? That single question, asked with honesty, will save you more losses than any indicator ever could. Because awareness is not built in the moment you click. It is built in the moment you do not click. That pause is the line where amateurs end and professionals begin. And if you can master that pause, you can master your mind. Please also remember that our mission here on the ComLucro channel is to give traders the clarity and confidence they need to make smarter decisions in the market. Every video, every course, and every piece of content we create has one clear purpose: to deliver practical, easy-to-apply knowledge that helps you grow step by step as a trader. Here on the channel, you'll find complete courses on smart money concepts, technical analysis for day traders, and trading psychology. Because trading isn't just about charts, it's also about mindset, discipline, and risk management. We also share lessons and insights from some of the most respected names in trading, professionals like David Paul, Alexander Elder, Tom Hugard, Mark Douglas, Al Brooks, Larry Williams, and many others whose experience has shaped the way we understand the markets today. If you enjoyed this video and found it helpful, please give it a like. It really helps more traders discover our content. And don't forget to subscribe and turn on notifications so you never miss our latest insights and strategies. If you'd like to go even deeper and access exclusive content, early video releases, and additional tools to support your development, consider joining the ComLucro trader community right here on YouTube. It's a simple way to support our work and a smart investment in your own growth as a trader. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.